Welcome. So this is the amazing Chrisafina, and this is something very different to what I've done before. And Chrisafina was top of the leaderboard in the back room. So if you don't know the back room, it's one of my communities where the real shit gets said. It's a $1 community. Come and jump in there. Only epic people allowed. And we are celebrating. So rather than just doing a celebration written post, I thought, let's invite Chrisafina. Let's share all your epicness, your amazing offers, random shit, whatever you want to talk about. I've got a few questions and yay. So would you like to introduce yourself?
Absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much. It's so exciting to be here, and it's so exciting to win something like being top of the leaderboard, which is essentially just continuing to do connections and write down random shit and offers and everything in between. I'm so excited to be talking to you from different sides of the world in different time zones. You're sipping your coffee. I'm sipping my lemon water. I am a life coach and an interview coach and a person who likes post-it notes and patterns and having awesome conversations. I guess they can be in different combinations. I love reflecting, and I love poetry and walks in nature. This is a background that is haunting me and I can't get rid of it. This is just one of the many things that adds to the patterns, and I'm super keen to work through your questions, and let's do this.
Okay, right. Okay, so I'm not being rude. My phone, my questions are on my phone. If you think, oh, she's scrolling mid thing, I'm not scrolling. I'm reading the question. I'm not a sneaky scroll. Anyway, right. Okay, so what do you do? Who do you freaking love to support, and what lights you up about that?
I think I already answered a little bit of what do I do, but the piece around coaching is it's about meeting you where you are. So what does that mean? It means that there's probably a problem that you've tried really hard to solve, or you're just bamboozled by. And what I do is see if we have a connection. Do you understand the way I speak? Do I understand what you're speaking? Is there a pain that I'm recognizing in you that I've healed or worked through before? And how can I walk with you on that? It can be anything from career to relationship to life changes. And I think that what I do is it's not even just pure coaching, because coaching in and of itself is I ask you a bunch of questions and I help you answer them yourself. You have all of the answers. What I do is a mix of coaching and mentoring and reflecting. So it's not just asking you questions and then, because you've got enough questions. So what I do is I see where we reflect, and I sift through the experiences that I've had and share them with you, with the hope that the experience that I've had and the way I remedied and moved through that time will be of use to you, so that you can pick up pieces of that and find out where it is and move that through the tapestry that you have. And that's the kind of shit that lights me up. So what lights me up is people who are brave enough to say, this is hard. I need some help. Because it's hard to do that. It's easier to just say, I'm fine. Are you really? So I have a big heart for people who have the confidence and the bravery. It doesn't feel confident or brave at the time to say, can I have some help, please? And what absolutely lights me up is like I said, that combination of both of those things, sharing the stories, finding the similarities, talking through what's your weird shit, like what's your weird, like we're a combination of all of these different things at different points in time, and who you were 5 minutes ago might not be who you are right now. And so let's find out where we can work and grow together.
Amazing. And what sort of maybe this is not the right word. Who are these people? Are they men? Are they women? Are they looking to just enhance their life? Are they looking for more confidence? Are they looking for things in their business, in their careers? Or is it very wide?
I love this question, because the common thread is not an age or a demographic or a lifestyle. It's a mindset. So are you curious? Do you want to know more about you and how you tick? So it doesn't matter if you're 35 to 44 and a male working in corporate. It's not about your age. It's not about your gender. It's not about your lifestyle choices. It's about your mindset. Do you want to learn? Do you want to grow? Are you looking to be 1% better than yesterday? Do you feel like you have a knowing and a calling, but you're not sure what it is? Do you have a let's get it done mindset and you need to move that forward? That's who I work with. People who ask the questions.
Yeah, awesome. And it's people who are going to connect with you and want you to be that person to guide them through that, because you are the unique part of all of that. Yeah, awesome. Right. Okay. Next question. What's one truth about your work that people don't see straight away, but when they do, they're like, ah, it clicks?
True.
So something within your work that people might not get, and then they're like, oh God, I see it now. I see it now.
That's interesting. I think it's like a messy version of spirituality. I think when you think about curiosity and stoicism and maybe even corporate and business, it seems very linear and structured, and it couldn't be further from that. So I don't know who you are, and you don't know who I am. And as we start to work together, that there are parts of each other that become mirrored. How do you show that mirroring until we start to ask the big, bold, brave questions? And that can feel a little bit uncomfortable to start with because you don't know me and I don't know you, and we need to build that space. So the bit that's really hard to quantify is beyond trust. It's about that. Even psychological safety, I think, is a term that's being bandied around way too much. It's about understanding, about me being able to tell you what I think is important and why, and what I believe in and why, and you being able to share the same thing with me. And that piece is messy. It's like stepping into a river. You know, that old saying, you don't step into the same river twice because the river's always flowing and you're always changing. How do you show that?
Yeah, I love how you bring all of these like little, are they metaphors into it?
Yeah, I guess so. I love them. Love them.
This is why we're connected as well on the same like vibe. Because I'm like, yeah, it's like you see beyond just the surface level stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, what is a bold move or shift or decision you've made recently that scared you a little bit? Because I'm all for the scary shit, but you're really proud as fuck that you did it. And yeah, I had to get the word fuck in here at some point.
Is February too far away to say that there was a shift? Do you want something more recent than that? Because that was scary as fuck.
Bold
So scary,
and
bold and scary. It sounds really easy when I say it now, but I didn't have a job. I finished a contract. I did have a job. I was on leave without pay from a role and a career that I'd spent 24, 25 years developing. But then I knew it'd been nagging at me. This is no longer fulfilling, but it had all of the trimmings. It had superannuation, regular pay, sick pay, holiday pay, guaranteed role to do. And oh, wow, it was like I was about to run a 100-meter race. It's like I was back to being 11 years old again and being in a sports carnival. The jitters in my stomach. I knew I had to do, I know I'm a coach in all of the many forms that is. So I called my boss at the time and said, I'm going to be writing you my letter of resignation. I'm done. That was really, really scary. And then I wrote the letter and I looked at it and finger hovering over it was with the mouse, but hovering over the send button, and I hit send, and it was scary, but it was liberating, genuinely liberating. But oh my goodness, it was in my gut. Up in my chest and a little bit in my throat. And then once I hit send and I exhaled, I sat down, I journaled about it, the whole, why am I scared? Why does this, and it was because it was such a big, I've spent my whole life working in a role where you get a regular wage, and I don't do that anymore. And it was hard to do that because I've still got rent and car payments and children and school fees and uniforms, and I like to eat as well. So it's handy to have money to do all of those things. And so we have to find another way.
Yeah. And do you think, because that is a very bold move, you made it work?
I've made it work.
Well, I mean, like when you make something really bold and you step onto the other side, you don't have a choice then. The choice is to make it work.
Yeah. And I didn't have a plan. I didn't
Yeah,
have a plan. The plan, I had an idea of okay, well, I know what it's like to be a good coach, but what about writing a business, marketing, advertising, telling people about who you are? I didn't even have a Facebook account at the time. So everything was, I had no plan. I jumped off the deep end. Yeah. And I'm swimming.
yeah, and that is super inspiring. And do you share that story a lot with people?
Only when it's relevant, because of that, not everybody's move needs to be as bold as
No,
that.
it doesn't need to be as bold, but it's a step. That's what I was like.
Yes. Yeah, I've
Step.
shared it a couple of times on when I think when I came to my 6-month anniversary, I read a post about it because I don't think I'd actually posted about it, because even that's been a journey. What can I share? How much do people want to know? I don't know. What are the rules? Still working out what the rules are, which ones I can bend and which ones I can break.
Yeah, I think the powerful thing about that story that you shared, like, although that's a big, bold step, the emotions and the feelings are going to be the same for people regardless of the size of the step. So that feeling in your gut that it's something you can't avoid anymore and you have to do it, that feeling in your chest, that feeling in your throat, that nervousness, okay, I'm going to do it. And so that's something to bring out into the message, those emotions. Because people will be like, oh God, I go through that daily, or I'm feeling like that right now.
It was good to have an end point on that feeling, that's for sure.
Yeah. Do you think we ever have an end point?
No, cycle. It's a cycle. It's a cycle, absolutely. Because I felt it again the first time I recorded a video. It was so I go back and I look at that first video and I was so awkward. But it's good because that shows me that how far I've come and how far I still want to go.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't have that question in there, but I was like, I think that's the cycle that we have to go through to push through those uncomfortable, scary little steps again and again and again. And I don't know if it kind of maybe gets easier or we get braver. We get braver to do it. And yeah, on the other
I
side.
think so. And we know when you first do it, you're not sure what your return on investment for that risk is going to be. And so you're right. I don't think it ever gets easier because the challenges actually get bigger. Like you get more used to knowing, oh, I remember this feeling and I remember how to work through it. And if I don't do anything about it, it means I'm just going to stay in this holding pattern where everything just feels congested and I'm all nerves. But you know what's waiting on the other side. It's the newest version of you over and over and over again.
Over and over and over and over again. Yeah.
And
And again and again.
again.
And beyond. Okay. So what's been the ripple effect of backing yourself? Like really backing yourself in business or in life? How's that impact the ripple effect of backing yourself?
Oh, wow. That's a really big question. There's so
Yeah.
many ripples. Well, this conversation is one ripple, knowing awesome, epic people like you and having worked in the Get Shit Done Yesterday mastermind, meeting those people. Ripples, goodness. Well, I see it on the people around me as well, and some of the decisions that they choose to make. Just being out in the world and talking about this and talking about this as a lifestyle. I'm seeing that it's been inspiring to my close circle of friends as well, and influenced some of their choices. Again, not bold has its degrees depending on where it is, but I have a girlfriend I know who never would or didn't know how to just even organize her thoughts, and based on this for me as a career choice means now she has a board of post-it notes
in her garage that she can refer to help her get shit done on a regular basis. Just created a little bit of structure for her. But it was that same kind of feeling, that saying, got all these things that I need to do and I don't know how to do them, and what can I do? I thought we write them down and put them in. So that's, I feel like that's a ripple. Showing my daughters too that there's another way to be a boss and make money.
Yeah, I'm sure that those ripples will keep rippling. I'm obsessed with the ripple effect of everything. But yeah, beautiful. Okay, there's only a couple more questions. So inside the back room, so for those watching this, the back room is a community space on school. It's very, well, you're going to say, what do you love most about it? And what's one win or shift that you've had since showing up in there? Or how would you describe the back room?
Yeah, what I love about the back room is it's where it's like-minded individuals. So we come from all different walks of life. We all have different businesses, but we all seem to have a really similar, we're all in the knowledge business of sorts, but the mindset is share something that's either I love your whoops and wobbles. So, share something that's happening that you just want to, you need a different perspective on, and it's a super safe space to just say, this has happened and this is how I handled it. What do you think? What was the second part of your question?
No, just like yeah, about the back room. What's something that you've gained from there, or a big shift from there?
So I think a shift has been because of the freedom to express in a place where there's literally, I haven't acknowledged any judgment, just perspective. I think it's made me and my message bolder. It's given me the confidence to continue to speak, to continue to find my voice in a written way. And school is super fun because there's less distraction and you can just focus down on just this one message. So I've also gained, because I've been able to post in there, gained the perspective of a whole bunch of different people from a whole bunch of different places. And it's not just the business stuff, it's the random people shit as well. I had a conversation, I think you started a convo about where would you work for a month and why. And I ended up having a conversation with somebody who I'm pretty sure is another Aussie. And she was like, why Texas? That's just weird. And it started this amazing conversation, and we were able to trail off, and I got to know another human. And at the end of the day, yes, a part of it's about making a living, but the bigger driver for me is connection and sharing. Yeah. So I love connecting with, we've already got okay, well, if you're in the back room, we're going to be each other's types of human. So let's see where this goes. Love it.
Perfect. And yeah, true, because we have that rule, only epic people are allowed in. So there we go. Yeah. If someone's thinking about joining, what would you tell them? And just let me put that in there. It's $1, so let's not worry about that bit.
Join if you're keen to continue to find your online voice. If you're looking for a group of like-minded people, what many members are you up to now? Like over 100? Over 1,000.
It's between like 100 fluctuating. 100.
So it's a good sized group. You can actually get to know people. You're not just you're not faceless in there. All the humans who reply to the things you put in there actually take the time and effort to reply to you. So there's a lot to gain. It's not just a speed dating. There's a real emphasis on community and connection. I feel seen and heard in the back room, and it wasn't hard to get top of your leaderboard because it wasn't just me posting things in there. It was me interacting with other people. So over the last month, I've made a lot of new friends that I've continued to correspond with. So if you can make a connection, you want to share your ideas, you want to get bolder in your messaging and your voice, and you want some good practice on people who will actually share genuine feedback with you, it's the place to be.
Get yourselves in there, basically. Right. So let's move on to your offers. I would like to do a quick fire, fun, random fact thing. Okay. So current obsession. You got a
Current
current.
obsession. I do. Dead hangs. So dead hangs at the
Oh,
gym. My current my current obsession. It's my obsession wasn't about my offers, was it?
oh, it could be anything. Could be anything at all. Dead hands. I
I'm
thought you said dead hands. I was like, oh. I was like,
and
you said
and
dead hands. I was like, that's
dead
weird.
hangs. It is weird. So I'm obsessed with health and fitness because I think that life is a marathon and I fucking hate running. So got to do it another way. And grip strength is related to heart health. So about 6 months ago, came across this, had a couple of injuries along the way because of non-gym related things. But my current obsession is by Christmas, we're like 38 days away or something, my daughter tells me, I want to be able to do one chin up and I want to be able to dead hang for a minute 30. My current PB is a minute 5.
Wow. I've been watching your journey, and yeah, we can share that as well in a minute where you're sharing that journey. And okay, next, a random fact. So not really a random fact. Do you have a mantra or an anthem that you're using maybe a lot lately?
Nothing's jumping to mind, so I mustn't have it. But I do go by, is it necessary? Is it kind? So when I think about rules and a lot of my influences are stoicism and poetry and learning and development and science, and like I like a whole bunch of different things to help me inform my decisions and my views on the world. And if things get really knotty and prickly, I come back to, is it necessary? Is it kind? And if it doesn't meet those 2 rules, and I know that there's a third one that I can't think of right now, it doesn't pass my lips. And I live by that.
Yeah. Good questions to ask, because if it's not necessarily, why are you doing it? Great reminder. I'm like, is this necessary? Yeah. So if anybody's been watching this and they now want to know a little bit about how to step into your world, or maybe ask you some more questions about working with you or what your offers are, what are their next steps?
Okay, so a couple of different ways to connect with me. I have a school group, the 99 Intentional Club, where the idea is, do you have an intention that you want to keep to, something that will make you a better person, live a fuller life, whatever it is. The idea of the club is come as you are, doesn't matter what day it is, start and show up and show where you are on your journey of whatever it is your intention is. I'm on day 80 of a breathwork challenge, but it's been longer than 80 days. So I'm modeling it. I come as I am every day. That's one way. That's a free group. The same on Facebook. There's Facebook 99 Intentional Club. And through Facebook in general. So if you want to work with me, reach out. A couple of different ways that you can work with me. One is over 8 weeks. We get into it. What do you want to do? Where do you want to be? How do you get away from that lost feeling and come back to a place of this is where I want to go. This is where I want to reposition my needle. I think that's me.
Amazing. So I will drop all of the links either wherever you're watching this, on YouTube, the links will be below, on Facebook, the links will be above, and like the links are around here somewhere. So I will drop all of Chrisafina's links. Go and say hi, jump into the back room, see her there. You might be able to get yourself to the top of the leaderboard and get a feature like this. So I really want to celebrate you. I'm really proud of that big, bold, which is the name of your coaching, bold, vibrant life. Bold, vibrant life step that you took back in February. And like from going from not being on social media to where you are today, it's fucking awesome. And yeah, thank you for everything that you bring, all of those amazing ripples.